Hi, I'm Kelly, and we're gonna go through a yin practice focusing on our heart chakra. So we're gonna start in an easy seat. So come into the nice easy seat, allow your arms to fall on your lap or maybe on those knees. Close over your eyes, start to relax your shoulders, and just start to breathe. So breathe in and out through your nose, and find that nice rhythm to your breath. So with yin, we want the breath to be nice and calm and easy, nice and soft. Yin is a very slow-moving meditative practice, so we'll only be doing a very few poses throughout this 20-ish minutes or so. It's really focusing on compression in your body, really kind of squeezing out all that bad stuff and then regenerating it with new stuff. So when you're in these poses, we want to go into them very slowly, just so you start to feel it in your body. As you'll hold longer, that stress or that discomfort might start to overtake you. Try to work through it, try to breathe through it. If it's painful, back out. But if you start to lose that stress, that edge point where you're not feeling it as much, feel free to go a little deeper into the posture as your body will allow you to. So let's just start in that easy seat. Sit up nice and tall, take a nice deep breath in, and a nice breath out. So again, we're going to focus on the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is right in that middle of your chest. It's often associated with the color green. So just kind of imagine the color green right at the center of your chest. As each inhale, that green grows brighter. Good. It keeps getting brighter and brighter. Take a few more rounds of breath. Good, one more nice deep breath in. And slowly exhale. You can gently open your eyes. The first pose we're going to come into is melting heart. So we're going to start on all fours. So come onto those hands and knees. Bring hips right above those knees. And then start to walk your hands out nice and long. We're going to allow that heart to come down towards your mat as you keep your hips up nice and high. So you want to find a nice bend to your back so you can let your chin come down to your mat, maybe the crown of the head, maybe your forehead. Again, find that where that you start to feel that stress in that back and those shoulders. So you don't want to go too far too fast. So if putting your chin down already is a little stressful, maybe start with your forehead. You can always go deeper as your body allows. So come into the posture, allow that body to relax. Good. And stay with that nice gentle breath. So breathing in and out through your nose. And through our yin practice, I often like to give you mantras, something for your mind to focus on. So for this one, feel free to repeat this to yourself or just simply listen. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. Again, feel free to repeat this over and over as you're here. If you find your mind wandering crazy, or feel free to add on your own little mantra, something to pull your focus to. Again, we'll be here for quite a while. We'll settle in. Continue to breathe. As you breathe in, let that backside body expand, really drawing those shoulder blades apart. And nice exhale as you allow that heart again to fall a little more down towards your mat, sinking in a little deeper. We'll be here for just a little bit yet. And take one more nice breath in. And then we're going to slowly make our way out. You can slide your hips maybe a little forward, coming more onto your forearms, bending those elbows, and then slowly making your way to tabletop. Take your time, come out of it however it feels best for you. Good. And just take a breath in tabletop. Nice breath in, and nice breath out. Kind of notice any sensations you might feel in your body. Good. And then just slowly bring your hips back toward your heels and come just sitting onto those heels. Allow those arms to relax along your side and give yourself a few shoulder rolls. Just kind of move around those arms nice and gently. Good. Feel free to give a little twist. And then we're going to come back onto our belly into a prone frog, half frog. So we're going to come lying onto our belly. I'll show you a couple different options. So I'll show you one without any props. So we're going to come onto our belly. You can add on the Sphinx pose with elbows or shoulders right above those elbows. Work that back a little bit. And then we're going to draw that left knee out to the side and bring that knee up toward hip height. Let that left foot flex out if that feels okay. We want the hips kind of down toward your mat, so you find a little hip flexor stretch here. So you can be here. If it's too much on your back, feel free to stack your hands and rest your cheek or forehead down, chin, whatever works best for you. If you don't like to be on your belly, or if you need that little bit of space, feel free to grab a rolled up blanket and place it underneath your hips, so you have a little space between the belly and the ground. You can also take a pillow, maybe place the forearms onto the pillow to also raise you up a little higher if that works better for you too. So kind of find what position works best for you and feel free to grab as many pillows, blankets as you need to lift yourself up. If being on your belly doesn't work at all, that's just not for you, you can do the same thing laying on your back. So you can come into your back, bring that left knee right above the hip, and then just draw that left knee out to the side, keeping that right hip down. Again, find the option that works best for you. And again, just let your body rest, let the muscles disengage, let everything relax down into the ground. Your mantra, I allow the love to fill me up and guide me in all my actions. I allow the love to fill me up and guide me in all my actions. Take a few more rounds of breath. Let that belly sink deeper into your mat. And then we'll slowly make our way out. So you can lengthen out that left leg, bring it back in line with your hip. Stack your hands at the top if you came into that Sphinx, and just rest your forehead down. If you're on that blanket or pillow, to keep those hips up high. We're going to be doing the other side, so feel free to stay where you are with those props. Let's take a couple breaths here. Again, let that body relax. Let everything soften. If you need a little more release in that low back, feel free to bend your knees, kind of sway those feet side to side, just to move around that low back. And then when you're ready, let's make our way to the other side. So this time, bring that right knee out to the side, slide it up toward hip height. Again, that right foot can point outward. Again, feel free to stay down, maybe resting your forehead down. If you like a little more for your back, come back into that Sphinx. Again, shoulders right above those elbows, but you can kind of play around. Maybe those elbows come out a little farther to allow that back belly to come more down onto your mat. So again, find that stress point in your body where you feel you can hold it for long periods of time, and then just stay. Just kind of settle in. Again, let those muscles release and relax. And your mantra: I forgive myself and others. I accept things as they are. I forgive myself and others. I accept the things that are, as they are. You feel any tension in your shoulders, let it release. Keep those shoulders drawn away from your ears. Just a few more rounds of breath. And then slowly draw that right leg back in line with your hip, nice and long behind you. Stack those hands, let the elbows come wide, bring that chest all the way down, resting that forehead down. Take a few rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way to tabletop. Come to all fours. And nice and gentle, nice and slow. And once you're here, take a few cat and cows just to move around that spine, especially if you took that Sphinx pose over on your spine. Feel free to circle up those hips, move them side to side. Feel free to roll around your neck a few times as well. Good. And then slowly make your way onto your back. So we'll roll onto our back. We're gonna bring our legs up toward the wall or up toward the ceiling. Feel free to sway a little side to side to get that low back grounded. Now, if you have a blanket or pillow, feel free to lift up those hips and place that blanket or pillow underneath those hips, or you bring your feet down, slide that blanket right underneath, right by that waistline to give you support, and then bring those legs up. So that's option one. Option two, you can bring your legs up. We're coming into kind of a snail, it's called. So we're gonna lift up those hips, bring your hands to that waistline. Feet can go overhead or they can go up to the sky. We won't be here very long. So again, you can use that prop, maybe pillow under those hips, maybe blanket. Keep with your breath. Let's take a few more rounds of breath here. And then you can slowly bring your hips all the way back down onto your mat. If you have a pillow blanket underneath those hips, gently just lift them up, slide that pillow and blanket from out, and then come into your Shavasana. So just let those legs come long, let your arms fall along your side, close over those eyes. I'm going to give you one last mantra, maybe to think about during your Shavasana, or feel free to just kind of let it go. So as you're nice and comfortable, take a nice deep breath in and a nice breath out. I am grateful for all the challenges that help me transform and open up to love. I am grateful for all the challenges that help me to transform and open up to love. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to just breathe. And coming back to that heart chakra, maybe you place your hand on your heart and one on that little belly. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come out, start to slowly deepen your breath. You can start to bring some movement to your body. Wiggle fingers, move around the toes. And then when you're ready, you can gently roll onto one side. And slowly press yourself up to an easy seat. Keep those eyes nice and heavy, placing your hands onto your heart. And make that connection with your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And nice breath out. Deep breath in. Sigh it all out. Let it all go. From my heart to yours, namaste.